Philip Hammond has claimed there are no unemployed people in the UK in a major slip-up as the Chancellor prepares to fight for his political life in this week's budget. Speaking on the BBC's Andrew Marr show, Hammond made the gaffe as he argued there had been no need to worry about jobs disappearing due to technological advances such as computers in the past. Downplaying worries about automation technologies including driverless cars, he said, "It's a simple choice. Either we embrace change or we try to hide from change and we allow ourselves to slip behind. I remember 20 years ago we were worried about what would happen to 1 million shorthand typists in Britain as the personal computer took over. Nobody has a shorthand typist these days. Where are all these unemployed people? There are no unemployed people. We have created 3.5 million jobs since 2010. This economy has become a jobs factory. In fact, there are about 1.42 million unemployed people in the UK and many more who are underemployed and would like more hours." His comments come at a bad time for the Chancellor as he faces a politically difficult budget on Wednesday where he will have to try to turn his party's fortunes around at a time of worsening economic forecasts and uncertain Brexit negotiations. He will pledge to build 300,000 new homes a year in an attempt to appeal to younger people but insisted this could be done without building on the green belt or borrowing. Hammond is expected to hand over some more money to the NHS to help fund a pay rise for nurses, but he dismissed giving an extra £20 billion to £30 billion in cash demanded by the Health Service Chief, Simon Stevens. Asked on ITV's Pesto on Sunday show whether it would be a big budget or boring budget, Hammond said it would be a balanced budget. At the same time, the Chancellor is coming under attack from senior Brexit supporters in the Conservatives who believe he is not sufficiently committed to leaving the EU, with Theresa May facing calls to move him from his job. He was also accused this week by Nick Timothy, the Prime Minister's former Chief of Staff, of being politically tone-deaf and lacking a burning desire to change people's lives for the better. Hammond defended himself on the Andrew Marr show, saying, "Nobody would be in politics if they didn't have a desire to change people's lives for the better." However, his comments about the lack of unemployed people immediately led to charges that he is detached from economic reality. John McDonnell, the Shadow Chancellor, said, "The Chancellor thinks there are no unemployed people in this country? Completely out of touch." John Trickett MP, Labour's Shadow Minister for the Cabinet Office, added, "The Chancellor is living on another planet. If the person in charge of the country's finances doesn't know, or chooses to ignore, the fact that nearly 1.5 million people are unemployed, and almost 1 million people are on 0-hours contracts, then he is clearly losing a grip on reality. The Tories have become even more out of touch and are now so inwards looking that they have no clue of the experiences of ordinary people suffering from 7 years of Tory austerity." Hammond was later pulled up on his comments.